Hi.
Hi, Jahanvi.
Uh, did we have a session earlier?
No, we didn't have a session earlier, but I thought to greet you with your name. That's it.
No, 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 that's not why I'm asking. Because your name, sounded familiar. So that's why I asked.
Yeah. I think my name is one of a unique kind of name, and it's not repeated often.
So what's your name? It's Shivat Maj. How do I pronounce it? Sorry.
Shiv Vat Maj. Shivat Maj.
Shivat Maj.
Yeah, it's a kind of complicated name. Everyone in my office, my school, my college, everyone struggled. So I told them not to make it complicated and call me Shiva instead.
Shiva. So like you must have been a lot amused when this Brahmastra came out because the main character was Shiva and memes
Was
were
Shiva,
coming with that.
exactly.
Yeah. Memes
My
were coming
friends,
for that
my
name.
friends, like recalled me when, like they told me once they watched that movie and came back. They were like, the heroine was calling you. Why didn't you come?
I see. So maybe I got confused with Shinoy because Shinoy, I think I've talked to some people who
Yeah,
have
yeah.
been.
Shino is a common. It's a surname. Yeah, it's common.
Yeah, so that's why probably. So how are you doing? How are your sessions going so far?
My session is going great so far, and yeah, I am enjoying a conversation with the different creative people on Clapingo. Every teacher brings some great value.
Thanks for the compliment. Like it's the first time probably I've heard it that way. So where are you from, Shiva?
I am basically from Mangalore. Where are you
Mhm.
situated?
I'm situated in Haryana,
Haryana. Okay, Gurgaon.
nearby Gurgaon, not necessarily Gurgaon.
Okay, because my sister was there for 3 years. She was working there, and so I only know few names there. I visited there once and visited India Gate and that Red Fort, and then came back. That was the only time I've been there in Delhi. So
I see. And I guess the culture in Delhi and other surrounding regions is very different from where you live, right?
yeah, exactly. It's completely like opposite, we can say.
Tell me some of the things that you observed that were really different.
Maybe the food we eat. For example, I think we prefer rice here, that to
Yeah,
boiled rice.
yeah.
Uh, there, I think it's
Roti
roti
kind.
kind of thing. I'm not so sure.
Yeah, roti. Exactly. Not roti kind of thing, it's roti exactly.
Okay. And there, I think majority of people I met like spoke very good in Hindi, and
Mm-hmm.
I know Hindi. In our place, Hindi is not common, but I know Hindi because of watching so many Hindi movies.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and in my school for 4 years I had Hindi, so that's why I know. But not everyone here knows Hindi.
Yeah. I have had friends from there, so yeah, I have idea of how much people know Hindi in South.
And you have ever come this side?
I did, but I was really, really small. Like I would say around 15, 17 years ago.
Oh, that's so long.
Yeah, but I might plan with a visit soon with friends sometime in the future.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Like I heard that Mangalore is very beautiful.
Yeah, I agree to that because I live here, and but even I am figuring out different places over here. Yeah, there are some good place like Sultan Batteri, and yeah, some many beaches are here, and yeah, even I am figuring out different places over here.
How come you have been living there since you are born and you are still figuring out the places? That's a little confusing, isn't it?
Is in Mangalore. I am particularly from a small town. Like to go to Mangalore, I have to travel for 40 minutes. And when
Uh-huh.
I was small, I was not allowed to like travel like that. And
Okay.
after my PU, not even after PU. I think after engineering, I got complete freedom to travel, and that's how. And I was a nerd in the start, and after that, I started opening up, and yeah, uh, it's been 3 years. I am exploring different places and doing different things.
That's great. So, what is PU?
Okay, sorry, it's 12th standard,
So, what is the full form of PU?
pre-university.
Okay, okay. I guess I have heard that you have it a little bit different than CBSE and other boards, I guess.
Uh, till 10th standard, right?
Mm-hmm.
PU is +2
Yeah,
after
okay.
10 two classes higher.
Okay,
PU
okay.
is, yeah, it's not a standard term. Yeah,
Okay, okay. So, it's just a common kind of slang.
yeah, it's common slang here that I have done till to. They say I have done till 12th or I have done till PU.
I see, I see. And how is the weather at the place where you live?
In Mangalore, the weather is really good. It rains often, and now it's a December season, so it's kind of cool. And sometime it rains, and yeah, very less sunny. I like the weather over here, and I'm adjusted here.
Okay, so you said it's the December season and that is cool. Define cool for me. What is cool for you?
For me, cool. In the sense, it's not heavily raining. I don't like heavy rain and all because it's
Uh-huh.
very difficult to travel. I hate to wear raincoat. I have to put extra efforts while traveling. Uh,
Yeah.
but cold atmosphere, I get good sleep at night directly,
Okay,
and
without any AC and all.
yeah, yeah, AC and all is not required. It's really good to sit in one place in cold weather, and also the breeze is very good. You feel the nature when you travel outside when it's moist.
I see. So you have raincoats, and I guess every kid in Mangalore and its surrounding areas have their own raincoats, right?
Definitely, they will be carrying.
We don't have raincoats. We hardly use any umbrellas. It doesn't rain here much.
Yeah, I've been there, and I heard that it's really hot, and yeah, and I also heard that during cold season it's extremely cold. Is that true?
Yeah, but that duration is kind of shrinking, I would say. Earlier, if it was for, say, 2 months, now it's just for 20-25 days that it's extremely cold.
The one noticeable change I personally experienced, and I can define about Delhi's hotness is uh, whenever I used to like wash my hair here, I need to sit under the fan for long hours to dry or something like that. There, whenever I used to wash my hair, and even before I wipe it off from towel, it used to get dry. I don't know how. So, so
I
that's how I will define the hot weather of Delhi.
I think that's probably because your hair are habitual of living in a moist area, right? So
Yeah,
they kind of absorb all the moisture in the water once you're in the dry region. It's
within
mostly
few
dry here.
minutes, within
Yeah.
few minutes, my hair are so I don't.
Okay. So coming on to today's topic, it's actually tradition and culture. But we have been talking about the culture, I think, in a way. But to particularly talk about tradition and culture, do you know about tradition of and culture of any other place other than your own culture, your own
Um,
traditions?
my parents, my sister, they've been to Japan, and there
Mhm.
it's a kind of different culture. They are extremely patriotic, and yeah, I think they follow some different culture. Uh, in India, in Japan, it's one kind of culture, but in India, it's mixed culture of different religion altogether. So I think India is known for that, for having that mixed variety of culture.
Yeah, that's true. So why didn't you go to Japan? Did they leave you behind?
Yeah, that's something I also regret to some extent. But the thing is, I had my PU exams, and unfortunately, the ticket was booked during that time itself. So I had to prioritize one. My parents were ready. It the first time. Usually the kids are ready, but here the parents were ready. But I didn't want it to waste my PU exam and sit back, do it again alone with the different set of people.
I see, I see.
Oh,
So, like, have you watched any kind of Korean series?
uh, I'm not particularly fan of Korean series, but I have watched some maybe a horror kind of series of Korean.
You know why I said Korea? Because Korean content is available, and plus Korea and Japan, I think, have a very similar culture.
Okay, I get it.
I think so. Like, I'm not sure, I'm not an expert, but yeah, I think that.
Yeah, maybe it is, but I'm not very sure. I only know Japan because of a series called as Doraemon on
Yeah,
cartoon.
that is a cartoon, I think. Everybody loves that.
And my sister stayed there for I think 2 years in Japan.
For her studies.
Not studies. She was married and her husband had worked there,
Okay.
and yeah, she had to go along.
I see. Okay, okay, okay. So, you know, I have always wanted to go to Japan because Doraemon is from Japan.
That's a very valid reason to give. That's a very valid reason to write in your visa that Doraemon is from Japan, so I want to.
No, but
They will definitely grant you visa.
I want to go to Tokyo and Kasugabe because Shinchan is from Kasugabe.
Oh my God. Mm,
Like, yeah, our whole childhood depended on that, those
I
cartoon
understand.
characters. It's kind of my dream, and I plan to go definitely in the future sometime. What about you? Do you have any such places where you want to go because of a
Uh,
cartoon or something?
uh, I will definitely want to visit Japan and yeah, some parts of the world. Yeah, it's my bucket list. I had some bucket list like writing my book, traveling the world, and yeah, there are some checklists in that. I think I only achieved two or something. So I still have a lot of check marks to do.
Oh, but is it worth it to have a bucket list? But I think what I'm trying to ask is, are you a spontaneous type of person or are you a very calculative type of person?
I am a calculated person, but just for the sake of it. But I am a very rapid decision taker. I like execution.
Tell me anything that you did spontaneously without any planning.
Uh, I always wanted to do a YouTube channel. I didn't
Uh-huh.
ever know how. I had my final examination. I was not getting motivation to study. I made then what I did is I just tried something, and in order to revise whatever I studied, I just made one video and posted it on YouTube, and that video went viral, and that's how I started my channel.
So you
So
have a YouTube channel.
that is yeah, I have two YouTube channels actually.
So what do you post on YouTube?
On one channel, I post engineering concepts which started accidentally because it went viral in my college and nearby colleges everywhere.
Yeah,
And one more channel is I just like this I speak to some interesting people across the world from different countries and even in India, different places.
I see. So you really like interacting with people.
I love interacting with people, and this is something I connect myself with doing in really for a really long time, even if I don't get paid for it. And even here, my particular intention is not exactly to learn and master English. I can speak English to some extent, and of course, I want to improve it. But my another intention is to be in continuous communication with different people.
I see. So if you like interacting with people, and I think you're currently studying engineering, right?
No, I am currently in a job and I am making time for this every day.
I see. So do you look forward to having a job someday where your job would involve you to interact with a lot of people?
Definitely, I think I will get that opportunity in my company itself
So what
in
job
future.
profile are you in currently?
I am a software developer and I will have to like constantly speak to a lot of people to get things done or to understand their requirement. Of course, it might not be in the way that I want, but yeah, there is some kind of thing which is there.
That's interesting because you are working in a job and you are managing two YouTube channels. That is a lot of work. I
Yeah,
mean, you
that's
must
true.
be busy all the time, right?
Yeah, yeah, my time is really precious, and yeah,
Thank you for
it's
your precious time, then I would say.
no. I should be thanking you for giving your time.
Okay, so for the feedback, I don't have much to say. As you said, you speak English just fine. But yeah, definitely there is some scope to improve the way you are saying your sentences right now. Because right now, like, I would say you are taking some pauses and the sentence structuring that could be better,
God,
you know, in an impressive way, especially for someone who really likes to interact with people. I think that would be really great if you could go ahead in that direction. So it was really nice talking to you, Shiva. I'm
yeah, I
really
think
feeling strange calling this name.
if I had a slot to book your session in the weekdays, I would have done it, but I didn't find many slots of you, so I booked today's session itself.
Okay, so you've been looking to book a slot with me.
Yeah,
I see. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Bye bye. Nice talking to
thank you
you.
so much for yeah, this conversation. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a great night. Good night.
You too.